Okay, this video is going to be about naval units. Now, what we're going to do is we've got to set the naval units up, which is part of setup, not part of the first turn. Not that it makes any difference, but if you were going to do this, you should really have done this before you started the June the 7th night turn. Now, your naval units can be placed anywhere on map C, which is the one with the most of the bridgeheads on it, all the Allied stuff and the American stuff. It can also be placed here on the western portion of map A. It can't be deployed to map B, which is a tiny little C area there, or to any of those C hexes on those other maps to the east. Okay. Naval units consist of ship symbols, depending on what type it is. We've got a range in the top left, that's 10 hexes, that one, and a strength of 3. Now you can stack them up to 12 strength points in a hex, or a maximum of 3 units. Right, you can't deploy closer than 2 clear hexes, like these 2 clear hexes, to a coastal hex, unless you are a strength of 5 or less, which probably represents destroyers and stuff getting in close. So it would be legitimate for that stack to go in there, but this stack here, that would be illegal to go there. You'd have to actually come out to there. Right, now once a unit's fired, it's flipped over onto its reverse side, which tells you it's fired, and you can only fire once per turn, and you flip back to your ready side in the naval movement phase of the night interphase turn. Right, so first thing to do is place all your units, and when every unit gets placed, you have to throw on the German mine submarine chart. Okay, so a roll of 1 to 9 is a miss and 10 is a hit. If your unit's hit, it's removed from the game. Okay, once you've made your initial deployments, you only ever have to roll again if you move, and if you move, you can move anywhere to a valid C hex on a valid map. There's no limit. It's not like you've got a limitation where you can only move 60 hexes or something. You just can move wherever you want, but just remember, when you do that, you can be attacked by subs and mines. Now I assume you can also be hit by these coastal batteries, but we'll look into that later because I haven't read that section yet.